It looked like it's happening. Angel Reese is asking out of Chicago already.
Angel Reese officially puts the Chicago Sky on notice. We're not doing the same thing this offseason that we did last offseason. Stop bringing me bums to play with.
Angel Reese was supposed to be the Chicago Sky's future, the face of a franchise. But instead of leading her team, she's now suspended, publicly feuding with teammates, and humiliated in front of the entire league. And while Reese melts down, Caitlin Clark is dominating headlines, breaking records, and redefining what it means to be a rookie. Tonight, we break down how one star is collapsing while another is rising higher than ever.
These players. I want the best of the best. I want the upper echelon.
Angel Reese is fed up. She's tired of the losing. She's tired of being the gum on the bottom of the shoe of the league. She is fed up with the Chicago Sky, and it looks like Angel Reese wants out. It looks like
It started with an interview in the Chicago Tribune. Angel Reese didn't hold back. She blasted her own teammates, demanded better talent, and told the Sky front office to rebuild the roster. But instead of sounding like a leader, Reese came across like a diva.
What Angel Reese had to say. I'm not settling for the same shit we did this year. Oh boy. Reese told the Tribune, we have to get good players. We have to get great players. That's a non-negotiable for me. I'm willing and wanting to play with the best. And however I can help to get the best here, that's what I'm going to do this offseason. So it's going to be very, very important this offseason to make sure we attract the best of the best, because we can't settle for what we have this year. Overhaul this roster.
Those words didn't just sting, they fractured the locker room. Reports say the Sky had to call a full team meeting just to address Reese's remarks. Veterans felt insulted. Young players felt dismissed. Suddenly, the player meant to unite the roster was the very reason it cracked.
For sports, that the entire team has seen Angel Reese comments that teammates are unhappy with the direct attacks. A team meeting is planned at which players are expected to address Reese directly.
Reese's harshest shot aimed at Courtney Vandersloot, one of the greatest point guards the league has ever seen. A two-time champion, five-time All-Star, and respected veteran. And yet Reese implied she was too old, too unreliable, and replaceable. That's not just bad judgment, that's disrespect.
I rely on Courtney to come back at that age that she's at, Reese said. I know she'll be a great asset for us, but we can't rely on that. We need someone probably a little younger with some experience, somebody who's been playing the game and is willing to compete for a championship and has done it before. Courtney Vandersloot, by the way, two-time WNBA champion, five-time All-Star, two-time All-WNBA first team, left the New York Liberty, a championship caliber team, to come help out the Chicago. Oh, damn. Oh, damn, oh, dang, oh, dang. It's all right, Courtney.
And here's the kicker. While Reese demanded upgrades around her, her own numbers told a different story. She leads the entire league in turnovers despite missing games. She gets her shot blocked inside 9 feet nearly 20% of the time. That's not dominance, it's sloppy basketball.
It's looking spooky in Chicago. Instead, Reese said she doesn't believe her teammates Rachel Barman or Haley Van Lith are capable of leading them to the leading the playoff team. Guard Ariel Atkins is another player on the Sky roster with WNBA championship experience. We are aware of it, Marsh stated.
Then came the breaking point. Reese was hit with her 8th technical foul of the season, triggering an automatic suspension. And the timing? Couldn't have been worse. It came right before the Chicago Sky's showdown with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever.
We need great players, and I don't know what that will attract that. Maybe the practice facility will attract that. We'll see. But I think the priority is being able to convince free agents that this is an organization that is going in the right direction. I think, honestly, it would be a leap of faith for a great player to come here and show that this is something that they want to be a part of, and we can bring that championship mentality. A leap of faith to think that a great player would want to come to Chicago. Oh boy.
The Sky were built around Angel Reese, but more and more, they looked sharper without her. Ball movement improved, the defense tightened up, and fans started asking the unthinkable: was Reese the problem all along?
Teammates stink. They gotta catch that, right? Right! Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Scooby, put down the butter. Butter pecan! Bang! This time of the year's the best. You got pumpkin spice football and Angel Reese layups. Bang! Final play of the game, Angel Reese clutch gene. Womp, womp, womp. That's my Barbie.
While Reese sat suspended, Caitlin Clark was stealing the spotlight, draining logo threes, breaking records, and carrying the Fever into playoff contention. The contrast couldn't be sharper, one rookie climbing to the top, the other sinking into chaos.
20% of the time, Angel Reese gets her shot blocked inside of 9 feet. And 100% of the time, she's doggy doo-doo. Burn! Give it to the lady in orange. Uh-oh, you're out. Simon didn't say. 101 turnovers in 26 games for our 2K cover. She's a stat stuffer. Bang! At least she always brings the boom. I'll see you tomorrow night.
And it's not just Reese versus Clark. Players like Sophie Cunningham have thrived by doing the opposite of Reese, embracing their roles, grinding for their teams, and earning respect across the league. While Reese demanded more help, Cunningham proved value by being the help.
And watching the bottom of your screen. The contact by Reese.
You can see Angel's right hand. Got Aaliyah Edwards on the head. And if they do, Lisa, I'm okay with that too, because I think you have to officiate these teams very tightly.
So it'll be a technical foul on Angel.
Fans, players, and media aren't holding back. Some call Reese overhyped. Others say it's still too early to judge. But one thing is clear: Reese's reputation has taken a major hit, and Clark's has never been higher.
Reese, oh damn, has been assessed with 8 technical fouls, and she will be suspended for Friday game unless it is rescinded. And I'm telling you right now, look, he said it best, her attitude. That mug ain't getting rescinded. Angel Reese has struck out.
So where does Reese go from here? Does she double down, demand a trade, and risk being labeled a diva forever? Or does she grow, humble herself, and prove she can be more than just hype? Because the WNBA is moving fast, and Caitlin Clark is setting a new standard every single night.
Are going to listen to what Angel Reese had to say about Courtney Vandersloot. Are going to listen to what Angel Reese had to say about her current teammates. How many players are going to say, oh yeah, I want to play with that player who has no problem throwing me under the bus with 3 games to go. I want to play with that.
So where does Reese go from here? Does she double down, demand a trade, and risk being labeled a diva forever? Or does she grow, humble herself, and prove she can be more than just hype? Because the WNBA is moving fast, and Caitlin Clark is setting a new standard every single night.
Destroy the Chicago Sky in Indianapolis on Saturday. Guess who wasn't there? Angel Reese. Angel Reese declined to travel to Indianapolis, and her coach came out and said something about, she's just focused on her rehab right now, and, she's day to day. We've never had an explanation on what caused the back injury, what's a time frame for her recovery. It's similar to so-and-so's back injury. This is something she struggled with here or there. All we've heard is day-to-day, and Angel Reese has disappeared.
Angel Reese came into the league with swagger, but swagger without results only lasts so long. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is redefining greatness in real time. So I'll ask you, are you riding with Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed franchise star? Or Caitlin Clark, the rookie who's already changing the game? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This debate is far from over. The Chicago Sky thought Angel Reese would be the centerpiece of their future. Instead, suspensions, locker room drama, and public meltdowns have left her teammates frustrated and her fans divided. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark continues to redefine leadership in Indiana, with Sophie Cunningham emerging as her perfect spark plug. Tonight, we're asking, is Angel Reese on her way out of Chicago, and has Caitlin Clark already left her biggest rival behind? It all came to a head when Angel Reese picked up her 8th technical foul of the season. The league had no choice but to hand down a suspension, pulling her out of one of the most hyped matchups of the year against Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. Instead of leading her team, Reese left them stranded at the worst possible moment. Her suspension was just the beginning. Days earlier, Reese went public with a brutal assessment of her teammates, telling the Chicago Tribune the Sky needed better players and couldn't settle for this roster. Reports say the comments caused such backlash inside the locker room that the team had to hold an emergency meeting just to clear the air. That's not leadership. That's chaos. One of the harshest shots was fired at veteran Courtney Vandersloot, a 2-time champion and one of the best point guards in league history. Reese dismissed her future value, claiming the team needed someone younger. Those words cut deep, not just to Vandersloot, but to every veteran who has poured their career into the league. For a rookie to write off legends that quickly, it raised eyebrows everywhere. Reese's frustration might be easier to defend if she was dominating on the court, but the numbers tell a different story. She leads the league in turnovers despite missing weeks with injury. She struggles to finish shots at the rim, and her suspension tally grows with every emotional outburst. For the so-called face of the franchise, that's not progress. That's regression. Now compare that to Caitlin Clark. Every move she makes is dissected by the media, but instead of folding, she's thrived. Even when sidelined with injury, Clark traveled with the fever, encouraged her teammates, and stayed engaged.